To say AJ
Yeah.
on a hot mic.
He's about to.
Real quick, y'all, I want y'all to tell me if you think Rudo's beautiful or not. There's been a conversation for the last 30 minutes or so.
We all know I'm not attractive. It's fun. That's why I married early and immediately.
He knew his chances. I still think Rudo's pretty gorgeous. So.
Because the dating pool, it just wasn't going to work for me.
And that was before we knew that what dating in our age bracket would look like.
Yep.
And that it would become such a horror show.
It's so bad.
I wouldn't know.
Honestly, I wouldn't know either.
Hello, St. Louis Blues fan.
Sucks you guys lost again.
Doesn't suck for us.
It doesn't suck at all. The world wins when Jordan Binnington loses.
How true that is. I'm going to be honest. I know I felt pretty positive on the pregame. I just hope this game isn't a blowout. Like, honestly. Just give me something that doesn't put me to sleep at 10 at night when it's only the second period.
Canucks game did put me to sleep.
It was bad, yeah.
From the 18-minute mark of the second period to the 12-minute mark, I was asleep.
Nice. Live the dream.
I missed those back-to-back penalties. I fell asleep on the couch, and then Z was like,
Hey, yo.
Wake up!
yeah.
Do your job!
Did she have a good birthday? Non-birthday?
I'd have to ask her.
Wow.
I mean, she's just weird about it, man. It's
I
not her
believe it.
I think so. You know, we got a nice dinner, and
Nice.
Good.
Enrique got her a cake, and
Hell yeah.
Was she okay with that, or did it start to creep into too much territory?
she seemed pretty fine with all that.
Good.
You know, she seemed like she was okay with all of it. I don't know she doesn't really do Christmas either, but I went big for Christmas for her. For this
Yeah,
year.
I remember that, yeah.
I don't know why I respected the lack of interest in birthday so much.
Sometimes you gotta assert dominance, AJ.
Well, I think it's really just that, like, she just made it very obvious, like,
Wanted nothing about it.
yeah, and, as much as I like my birthday, she's not me.
Man, fuck your birthday.
Okay? All right.
It's a huge swing. I love Lucky Charms.
What the fuck did she just say?
She loves Lucky Charms?
Is there,
Yeah.
I was like, hi.
It's good to know that there's no adults on this podcast.
Yeah.
It's like a month-long period where people thought I had. Oh, finally, they hired someone.
I feel like you're still the most adult. It just turns out that's not very adult.
It is nice that the truth is out there.
The truth is out there. I wonder at what point it's something for most people. What thing I said that made them realize?
Which crime did you just low-key imply that you might have committed?
Crime?
They realized you were a Zoomer when you said, fuck it, we ball.
I genuinely think that's what the Abs need to do.
It probably would help them to get out of their own heads a little bit and just play some hockey.
Swagger.
Yeah.
That word, it's not the best.
I don't mind swagger. I hate swag.
That's fair.
Swagger's fine.
I feel like if you use it sparingly, swagger is fine.
Yeah.
You use it a lot for everything.
Sure. I mean, that any word at that point is like, I hate it.
That's a good point.
What's wrong with swagger?
Nothing.
I hear it on broadcast sometimes, and when I hear it applied to like a hockey player, they usually don't have swagger, and I don't like it.
All right, what about Riz?
When the young people say it, I could get on board. Like, that's pretty funny. If I tried to say it, bad.
Kale's going to score a goal with some Riz tonight. I can feel it. Stuart Skinner's mustache, does that thing have Riz?
No. Oh my god.
That is El Riz.
El Riz just sounds like Spanish.
It does. It
It
does.
sounds like Superman's cousin.
The puck is down, chat. Time check 1953, 52, 51, 50, 49.
Well, the Avs have 2 more days off after this, so
Yep. Gas, gas, gas.
Georgiev playing all these games in a row isn't exactly like he's played every single game that in this long stretch where they played every other day.
And again, their other
He's
option
had
right
days
now
off.
is Jonas Johansson. So
Yeah.
you're kind of just accepting a loss if you're starting him. No offense
Look,
to
you could-
JoJo,
He's
but
a
Try-
terrific AHL goaltender.
he is.
You can
He's a
start
great
Jonas
third
Johansson
stringer.
against Chicago justifiably,
Yeah, sure.
but if you're on a losing streak, you
You,
need to
you
get
need
that
a
dub.
win. You can also start Jonas Johansson a lot more justifiably if the healthy Avs were in front of him, but they're not.
Yeah.
So
So if the Avs were in a different situation than the one that they're in, you would be more comfortable with it.
yep,
But because they're in the situation they are in,
they're riding
no.
Geo.
The answer is no.
I love the Oilers reverse retro jersey. I don't really.
so dumb.
I love it. I think it's awesome. I know everyone hates the oil drop. I think it's dope.
Looks like an alien ship.
Whew, whew, whew. Well, you might have to be an alien to want to live in Edmonton, so.
No, we looked at houses.
What is Edmonton
In
like?
Edmonton?
We looked at Edmonton and Calgary just to kind of get a feel.
I hear Calgary's nice. Is that wrong? Okay.
I've been told Calgary is like the Denver of Canada.
That's
in
what I'm thinking.
many ways. The difference is that the Albertan government is very conservative.
Sure.
And the Colorado government no longer is.
That is also what I've heard and experienced in Albertans that I've met.
5 hours north of Edmonton is you have to be like close to the Yukon at that point.
Yeah. I think it's just Yukon now.
I thought it was still the Yukon territory.
I
Like
can't remember which one it was that took that wanted to take the out of it and just be.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't remember which one it was, but
Well-
good.
Brad Hunt.
Great back
definitely
check there.
who
Yeah, it's a
wants-
great back check.
Darren Helm doing work.
He was my unsung hero.
He was good, but goddamn, finish anything.
Yeah. But also, we're talking about relying on.
I know,
Darren
I
Helm.
get it. It's not really Helm that I'm asking to finish there. It's, hey, LOC, you haven't scored in 25 games.
It's like one guy. Out of
Yeah,
like,
right.
And then, of course, like you get a goal out of Sam Girard. You're like, you're going to get 5 of those a year. You can't lose those games, guys.
I don't know anything about Fort McMurray other than it burned down like
Same.
6 years ago or whatever that was.
Easy.
All right, so this is the exact opposite of what we talked about.
Not great. The exact opposite things of starting good, yes.
Yeah. This is really good D, though.
Yeah,
That
that's A plus T.
And then holds up on contact. Darren Helm.
Yeah, that
good
was a
back
good
check.
back check.
Not a good look, Martin.
Did you see? He looks really disappointed in himself.
He knows he just punched a one-way ticket to the bench.
Dude, he already. Nothing he does matters. He could go out and have the game of his life, and he would get 8
I'm
minutes
with you.
the next day. It just doesn't matter, man.
You know I'm with you on this. Nice, JT.
That's it.
It's the... Ugh. Ugh.
Anybody but McDavid.
Yep.
And McDavid only just caught him.
Yep. Whoa.
Yeah, right?
Right off the face
Yeah,
there.
caught him in the mask. JT's like, I'm tired.
That was a sprint for me.
He needs off. All jokes aside.
No, you're right. The Avs are tired now, and the big guns are still out there for Edmonton.
They should play all 2 minutes.
Yeah, no argument there. Gotta be out here. Okay,
Oh, it's
it
a
worked.
good enough.
It worked, yeah.
It's good enough. He gave up on it. I'm good. Oh.
Is McJesus the number 1 jersey in Canada? I assume so. But I guess it could be like Matthews.
Yeah, I would assume it's McDavid or or Matthews. Cout's like, I'm getting stapled to that bench if I go over there.
Not doing that
I'm
again.
staying on.
Let me have this shift.
Yeah.
Can't bench me if I never get off the ice.
Bednar's like on the bench, like, Martin!
Get over here!
Like shouting at him like he's his dog. Like,
Get over
Get
here!"
over here!
Oh, sorry, I don't speak English.
Benson! Oh, Jesus Christ. What was it? Is it Fenton? I think it's Fenton.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, shot on goal. You gotta start somewhere.
You gotta start somewhere.
I mean, that's just how you say Cout in a Canadian accent, I'm pretty sure. Canadians do that raised O. It's super weird.
Coat.
Coat?
Just play Mac. That's nice play, Mac.
Yeah, I mean, it's a decent opportunity.
3% shooting for a fucking reason. It's not an accident. Approximately 400 more of those, and you might get through the logo. Oh, Mac.
The Canes had to have come close with their 67-shot game the other night.
I want to talk about that in the At the Rink because I think their problems paralleled the Avs.
Low quality.
Low quality. Poor shot selection.
Yep.
Did you guys see their Corsi in that game? It was like 109.
Yeah, it was out of control. You're still off.
Yeah. You want to quit fucking around, Mac, and get your ass back on side? Please, sir. It's a nice play. No, I'm not buying any Bull Horvat to Colorado hype.
Who's all are the DNVR dads now? Is it just Adam and
Brandon.
sure, and then now Spence in waiting?
I really would have guessed there were more dads.
There probably are, and I'm just not remembering. But
Well, I can't think of anyone else. Does Andre have any kids?
Oh,
yes,
yep.
Andre
He's
does
got
have a
Lucia.
kid. Anyway, the Carolina Hurricanes suck. Yeah, I mean, I guess Blaze counts. It's true.
That's a good point.
Yeah, Blaze. Not Evan anymore.
Yeah, he's not a DNVR dad anymore.
I don't know, he's like an honorary DNVR dad.
Sure.
AJ saw how so big I frowned when he said that.
Mace would be in the same category, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that's about it, huh? I'm going through beat by beat in my head, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, yeah, no.
It's beat people. It's basically just Adam.
Which I think says a lot about what it's like to work on a day-to-day beat.
Yeah.
Megan, how's your experience with it so far this year? How are you liking it?
I love it. Couldn't be a mom probably though while doing it, but I love
It's harder
it.
than it looks from the outside, isn't it?
Well, it definitely is in ways, especially if you were traveling every single game. Like I think about the altitude crew, for example, and
Yeah.
that schedule would be really
Well,
rigorous.
and the altitude guys also have a gigantic advantage in that they're flying on the
On the
plane with the
charter.
team.
Yeah.
So they're not sitting in airports. They're not going through security the same way that we are. They
Yeah.
aren't buying their own ticket. Like the team, boom, in and out. They're staying at the same 5-star hotel that the team is. Like,
Yeah.
their experience isn't even remotely as big, and especially because the altitude guys don't do a lot
Nico.
of they don't do a lot of content creation
It's a
that
lot of
isn't the game.
it's a lot of just kind of prep for the game, show up for the game.
Yeah.
And I don't know that they go to every single practice either.
Yeah.
They, especially game days, they will always be there, but I think some of the in-betweeners,
You'll
I'm
see
not
like
sure about.
one of them show up at practice,
Yeah.
right? But not the whole crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you see, really, the old school like beat reporter model doesn't really exist anymore, where one guy does all
Yeah,
of it,
it's very true.
but also writes everything that they do. You
Right.
know, like we have
that's the other part I
we
think
have
about.
people at stuff, but like between Jesse and yourself, you know, you guys have written like half of our game stories this year. Between the two of you, you guys have split those up.
Yeah.
And the other half has been me, and so like we are like a major part of the job is getting split between several people. Makes it much easier.
Well, and things end up getting super crossed over for stuff. Like someone will get quotes for something, and then we'll send it and put it in a video, or it'll end up in somebody else's
It ends up in a
piece.
graphic,
Yeah.
and then it ends up being a thing that goes into a piece, and it's really cool the way that I mean, this was like the vision when we did it.
Yep.
Is that, hey, we want people at stuff, we want people around everything, but we don't want the burden of all of that work going to them.
It's just not a competitive shot. But keep generated chances like that, and it'll come. I don't think there's like a single hockey fan in the world that doesn't want NHLers back at the Olympics.
Yeah. That best on best was just the best international competition out there.
Yep. JT, like almost. Oh, that's a penalty.
Come on,
yeah, okay.
man.
All right.
You could make an argument that you
for
should
a
give that
penalty
guy a
shot.
penalty
There.
shot.
I agree. I 100% agree.
Because if he doesn't do that, he's got separation.
Yep.
And I am of the opinion that
They should give him out more. Yeah.
Linesmen need to be more aggressive with icing calls, waving them off. And then officials need to be more aggressive in penalty shots.
Yep. 100% agree. What do you mean?
What are you looking around confused about? That's not the criteria for a penalty shot. It's not even remotely the criteria for a penalty shot. It's not even within 1,000 yards of it.
The thing is, like, you're right. The criteria for a penalty shot by the rule book didn't exist in that play. But it's also, that's not the criteria. In fact, that's like technically the opposite of the criteria for a penalty shot.
It's because you need to have been prevented from a scoring opportunity. Anyway, it'd be cool to see this unit do something.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see something go in the net for them.
That's not it, fam. I would take a penalty shot over a power play.
Statistically, a penalty shot is more likely to score than a power play.
Penalty shots are more like 60% success rate, and power plays are less than 30.
Unless it's like Andreas Englund taking the penalty shot or something. Like,
even then, I'd probably take my chances with it.
I don't know if I would. But in general, yeah, I wish they called way more penalty shots. His helmet broke.
His helmet broke when he was getting impeded for what should have been a penalty shot.
Got straight murked by Draisaitl.
And then Draisaitl.
He's mad about it, too.
Well, yeah, because he's getting pulled off the ice right now.
Well, JT, the Avs power play might be better without you.
That's their best face-off guy that they're probably going to lose this face-off and have to go chase it.
Hey, look, they kept it, and now Erod's going to score.
They boofed it, and the Avs got lucky there.
JT confirmed bad luck.
No.
If this goes in, if they score here, you can't put them back in the power play. By law.
Back on the ice. Oh boy.
Nobody wants to shoot right now, man.
It's just really, really good PK defense. See, they're not giving anything up. You don't seem sold.
You know why?
Oh my.
Sick entry. And
Oh
then
my
then
gosh.
that. And then that. AJ doesn't underutilize boofed.
Yeah, I use it all the time. Why would you skate that into them?
I mean, he made it work.
Interesting.
Yeah, he got lucky.
strategy.
I was wondering how hard he was going to cherry pick. Yeah. You see Burakovsky and Byram on the ice? Yeah, we understand.
That second unit was pretty good back then.
Yeah, he didn't know. He was the last guy to realize that puck went in. It's my favorite part of that highlight.
He's digging for it.
Yeah, well, he thinks it's in between Mike Smith's pads because he thinks he's shooting on an NHL goalie.
How wrong he was.
It annoys me how much Avs fans talk about how the Avs shut down Connor McDavid in that series.
I mean, they outscored him.
Sure, but he had 9 points in 4 games. Like, let's take it down a notch.
I mean, they did a reasonable job of shutting him down in games 1 and 4.
No, it was game 2 and game...
Was it game 2 and 4? Is that, I don't know.
Frankie had the shutout.
Sure.
So, game 2, great job. Game 3, he scores on the first shift of the game.
Yeah.
And then not again.
Right. And then, yeah, games 1
and 4, he goes
he just
absolutely
pops
bananas.
off. Yeah.
Oh, no, JT. Made it work. I think that was an actual save.
I think it was too.
Good for Cogs.
I mean, the Avs did a pretty decent job of shutting down Draisaitl. Now, to be fair, he was broken.
I think he also had 9 points.
And he probably should have scored the game-winning goal of Game 4 and just fucking
and
missed.
He boofed it.
Yeah.
That was nice. It was nice of Leon to do that.
Yeah, appreciate that, bud.
I mean, it's not true. They have other good players.
This is New Erasure.
Like, they've got Nugent Hopkins, they've got Zach Hyman. When he's healthy again, they've got Evander Kane. Like, their top 6 is good.
Darnell Nurse is good offensively.
Yeah, Darnell Nurse is not a number 1, but he's a good NHL player. So it's really like they have 2 absolute bona fide top 10 players.
Yep.
And then after that, they have other like quality players. But the difference between their like good players and their not good players is gigantic.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, the Edmonton signed him to an insane contract, but
You imagine
it's not Nurse's fault.
when his agent got that offer and he was like,
couldn't fucking sign that paper fast enough. Let me think about it.
Yeah, he's like, look, I'll take it to the client. We'll see. And he gets off the phone and he starts cackling.
$9 million!
And he's like, Darnell, are you sitting down? They offered you $9 million. And he's like, over how many years? And per year. Oh. Tell them yes.
Yes.
Yeah, Seth Jones, it was the same thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Because defenseman contracts just hadn't gotten there.
Yep.
You had like Erik Karlsson out on a limb on his own.
I mean, it genuinely insane how Cale Makar signed his deal, and 2 days later it was cheap. Like
within 48 hours, Cale Makar's record-setting contract was
a
a discount.
Yeah. Like,
so nuts, dude. Other than the existential fear of a 6-game losing streak, this has been a really fun start to a hockey game.
It's not the second period yet. The collapse hasn't happened yet. So, Doomers aren't in shambles just yet.
I mean, we got a dude in chat actively cheering every time Stuart Skinner has a save, so.
I mean, he's just an Oilers fan probably, right? No?
Well, I mean, I don't claim to know his affiliation.
Fair.
Yeah, I mean, Frankie tried to give that series away a couple of times.
Games 1 and 4 were both disasters.
Well, and do you remember they were 1-1?
Yep.
They were 1-1 in the third period of game 2. Or, I'm sorry, game 3.
Game 3, yeah.
And he gives up that weak-ass goal on a wrist shot just inside the blue line. Yeah, I gave up that to Ryan McLeod.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was so bad. It just didn't matter, that series. The Avs just outscored all of their problems that whole series.
Yep. The Avs were just the better team.
Oh, my God, this team cannot buy a bounce.
I am so fucking over this. Seriously, dude.
Just once in your life, go in the empty net. Once in your life. Just go in. Just go into the part of the goal where it counts. Unfucking believable.
Absolutely.
Come on, dude. I should go get food. I'm hungry.
I had a salad here last time, and it was so good, but
What'd you
it's
get?
so expensive. A salad, like just a Caesar salad, and I added chicken.
Oh, yep, that's what gets you. Because without it, it's fine. But
It was
with
fine. I was like, okay, this is a little more expensive maybe than a different menu item like a burger.
Yeah.
And that was hard for me to justify. But it was delicious. The flavor, the chicken.
Yep. Yeah, and that's so the old version of the bar, Caesar salad,
Yeah.
bad. It was not good, so I just didn't even bother.
Yeah.
The one that they make is really good, but it's like an extra like $9 to put
It is.
chicken in it.
Because
and
I
you're
wanted
like,
crispy chicken, and that like added a different price too. Like it was chicken is the add-on, and then an additional add-on
yeah.
for crispy chicken.
Our
instead of
discount
just
doesn't
grilled.
cover all the fun shit.
No. But it was delicious if anyone likes fried chicken on their Caesar salad. It could be
Yeah,
worth
because
it.
grilled chicken in a Caesar salad is fine, but it's just not as good.
And I'm questionable about grilled chicken. I have to know what it's like first, and I don't know what the grilled chicken is like here.
You mean you have to have met the chicken?
I need
or
to
what?
see the chicken.
I say.
Have met the chicken. Preferably not. Salmon Caesar's very good too.
Salmon for me is just really hit and miss in general. I have to be in the mood for it. But when I am, it's so good.
That's fair.
Wow. They really did flip this period. I mean, it was like 4-0 in shots. Yeah, it's true. Megan won't eat a chicken that went to DU.
I don't know. I think Troy Terry's more of a jive turkey, to be honest, than a chicken.
He needs to get his shit together. Tired of looking at his 0-0 score lines.
You're obsessed with fantasy.
It's honestly, it doesn't even matter.
You're obsessed.
Doesn't matter. My worst forward is Troy Terry. Yeah, I'm good.
You're doing all right.
Yeah.
That is actually great.
Who's got Tage in your league? No.
Alex Newell gets bodied on a regular basis every night, and the one night he fights back, they call a penalty because
that
Derek Ryan
shit.
fell down.
I'm not an expert lip reader,
But
but I think you said F that. Shit. You have to tell me if you saw that too.
I can run it back.
You're actually great at lip reading, so you may
Yeah, I do.
You may get down to every word he says.
I
'cause he
do
actually
okay.
says a few things
Let's see.
in addition to what I think he said.
Such bullshit, man. That's not a penalty. That's a battle in front of the net, and the guy just fucking goes down. It's such garbage.
He said something along the lines of like, "Fucking Christ, that's a terrible call, man."
I did see the man.
Yeah.
I think that was in there.
JT is playing really
That's
well.
a really, really good
Yeah.
defensive game. It's not a good call, man. It's not. You get 1,000 of those net front battles every single game. If all you have to do is draw a call is to fall down, you get the game you've wanted.
All right, what sounds better, dive ice or dive snow? And that's in the net.
Of course it is. Now, dude, he hangs out in our chat every night and just talks shit about the Avs all game long. It doesn't matter what's going on.
LOC just forgot to stay with his guy. Like, I guess you could make an argument Kale needs to crash back, but LOC is covering nothing there. Well,
Imagine that when you give the number one power play in the league
two
an
chances,
opportunity.
yeah.
It's pretty fucking frustrating. Where's McDermott going?
Does it matter?
I guess not. How does that rebound even get to him? Where he is right now. Where he physically is on the ice. How do you put a rebound back into him?
Poor both
You
of
have-
them.
Yeah, buddy, you're so far from objective.
All right.
This also looks like a bad call.
Honestly, this screams makeup call to me, to be honest with you. But the Avs got to convert. I mean, that's the babiest hold I've ever seen. That's nothing. Okay. I mean, I guess he gets him up high.
Yeah, I mean,
Roughing is
I think when you get around the head, you
Just-
open yourself up to calls.
Just call it a hit to the
Right.
head. Just make a rule that says hit to the head in the NHL. None of this targeting bullshit. Just say you can't hit people in the head. Like,
better order food before they fucking close this kitchen.
yeah, you got to get down there, bud.
Oh yeah, actually, I have to do that too.
These 8 o'clock starts sneak up on you.
Yeah, exactly.
No, exactly.
Starting, I was just thinking, I was like,
I'll have plenty of time.
You don't.
usually I wanted it the second intermission
Yeah.
so that I'm not hungry when I get home.
But it's 10 p.m. at the second intermission.
I haven't decided what I want.
All right, Evs. If you could not suck, that'd be cool. That's pretty sucky. I would definitely quantify that as suck.
I don't understand how Miko completely falls apart the second the kitting gets back.
He played good the other night, man. But the other 2 games with McKinnon, yeah, not great. All right. That's a go town. I mean, it was a better shot than his one-timer. This period is hard because the Avs played slow for the first 4 minutes, but then have crushed the rest of this fucking period. They just can't score. And you get an iffy penalty where they give up a goal on it. And they need to find a way to put the puck in the net, but the last 12 minutes of this period, they've fucking dominated, and it just hasn't gone their way. Honestly, I don't think their PK has even been that bad. They do have egregious breakdowns on the goals, but they're just in the box too much. Their PK went 4 for 5 the other night. That's 80%. That's fine. You just can't take 5 penalties a game. All right. I literally just score. That's a fine period from the Avs in every facet, but just score. I don't know what else to tell you. Bathroom break time. We'll be back in a bit, chat. Camera's dead. Does anyone even... I don't think anyone even looks at this screen. I think they literally just put me on in the background and listen to my voice. Not that I blame you. That's what you should do, basically.
It is sort of the point of the watch along.
Yeah. Dog, if the Avs play 2 more periods like they played that period, they win this hockey game.
Yeah.
Hey, the Sabres won. Let's go. It was an OT, but still.
Now all of a sudden we care about wild points.
All right, chat. Question for you. Which Paul brother is stupider?
Fuck.
I think it might be Logan.
Which one boxes?
Jake boxes. I mean,
Jake.
Logan has done the one of the boxing events, but Jake's the actual
It's Jake.
has a background
He
in
gets
it.
hit in the head.
Dude, Logan willingly showed a dead body on camera and monetized it. I just asked chat which Paul brother is stupider.
Which Paul brother would bully you?
Both, for sure. They both really suck.
Yeah.
Jake is the other one?
Jake and Logan, yeah.
Okay, I know Logan's a fork. He's so heinous.
Yeah.
Isn't he currently in
Jake's
Nolan's
he's actually running a scam now, but Jake's just as bad.
I don't know what he does.
Jake used to be on Disney Channel and then got fired from Disney Channel because he's a piece of shit. And now they just do stuff.
Disney Channel doesn't incubate tons of quality humor.
Right.
And that dude was too bad for Disney.
Right.
Do you know what it was? That
No.
I don't know what it was. He was on Bizarrevark, I think.
I was way too old by that time to know what was on.
Just gotta have a younger sister.
I hate this commercial so much.
Yeah, Logan is great for WWE as a heel because he's the easiest person in the world to despise.
Yeah. Their whole model relies on villains.
The problem is you're supposed to act a heel, not actually be a heel in real life.
And on both, it works.
Well, because acting a heel can get you rich, but then being a dick in life is just bad.
Yeah. I just don't understand how those people got famous. I get Jake Paul on Disney. Totally get that. I don't understand their boxing thing at all. I just don't get it. And that's fine. I'm just not their target market. Happy for the people that enjoy it, but I just don't understand it.
I don't get it. I don't get the appeal of watching that.
Right. They just do boxing events with Jake Paul fights other YouTubers or super washed fucking MMA dudes.
That's the thing. He boxes
Yeah.
old and retired MMA guys.
Yeah. So it's
And then they
not
turn them-
MMA and they're 50.
Then they complain that they are, or they promote themselves as fight promoters.
Yeah.
And that's their thing.
It's just the weirdest. I don't understand how it even became a thing. I probably would have bullied Evan Rodriguez.
I still bully Evan Rodriguez.
I feel so defensive of Brad Hunt and Evan caught by a wire in the locker room in Arizona. He was really concerned for my well-being.
Unlike the majority of his teammates, he was never good looking enough to just get away with things, so he had to learn to be how to be nice growing up.
No, I actually think chess boxing is dope as hell. I didn't watch it, but I watch Gotham Chess's YouTube channel sometimes, and I know he casted it, so I kind of know what happened with the lady that missed mate and won and had to fight another round and ended up losing because of that. There's at least one person in chat that knows what I'm talking about, and I appreciate you, whoever that is.
Well, that's the thing about his boxing career, though, is like you would take his boxing way more seriously if he was fighting real boxers.
He's fighting nobodies.
And he'll like whine about it, where he'll be like, "Oh, I can't get respect no matter how many wins I get."
Because you haven't fought anybody.
Dude.
You fought KSI.
You're talking about fucking fighting a dude that lost his last like you're fighting boxers that have lost their last like 6 fucking matches.
And then they're 30 years older than you.
Like, I respect that he's putting work into it and he's trying and whatever, but the actual results, like, fight somebody for real. Like, I almost want to give him a championship bout just to watch him get fucking bodied.
100%. If I was Dana White, I'd be like, we'll give you one fight. We'll give you one real UFC fight and see what fucking happens. Is that the new thing that just, like, signed up with a deal for hockey fights? Whatever it was, Knuckles or whatever? Dude, this whole company would be at the bar for every slam ball game. Everyone at this company adores slam ball.
Slam ball's the shit, dude.
I'm not a chess player. I'm terrible at chess. My sibling growing up was pretty good, but I never really played.
Z found out that I was a pretty serious chess player when I was younger. She just kept calling me a nerd. I was like, what?
All right,
happened?
Z would have bullied Evan Rodriguez in high school, for sure.
I feel like we would be friends. He wouldn't have bullied me.
I don't know. Yeah, I was really that good at chess. I mean, I was pretty good.
Did you actually know openers?
Yeah. Well, and I competed in a bunch of tournaments that I never won any, but I finished top 3 in a bunch of them. And
Yeah.
had a couple of runner-ups.
Yeah,
and
my
like,
sibling kind of same, yeah.
went to a bunch of events, and I played it pretty like frequently as a kid, and it was really like early on in high school when I really stopped seriously pursuing it and it being a thing. Early high school is when I quit everything.
That's kind of me too. Yeah.
Like I was a, you know, I played all the sports except football.
Yeah.
Never played football. I was always just too small. My dad was just like, "You're too small," and I was like, "Okay." And then, okay. And then I just started giving things up. You know, baseball. Like, I really never really played much baseball when I moved to Texas. So
Sure.
that wasn't a thing that I continued, and I don't know. It was different where my sports focus really turned into hockey, and then it really like my hobbies went from like playing sports games to writing. And so, you know, because I was on the newspaper staff in high school, and I dedicated a lot of time to that.
Yep.
So it was, you know, there was just a lot of,
I
I just bailed on most of the sports as high school went along, and my interest went elsewhere.
Yeah, I hit my sophomore year, bailed on all the sports, and just became a fucking complete gaming degen.
Yeah, my gaming didn't start till I was an adult. Like, I'd always played video games, and I always had things, but my, like, real, like, branching out and playing lots of video games, not just whatever was popular on Xbox.
Sure.
That didn't start until I was an adult.
Chess is easy at low levels. Just scholars mate, everybody. Second period has begun. 1951, 50, 49, 48, 47.
I just thought checkers was stupid.
It's so limited.
It just wasn't fun. That would have been really sick.
It would have been cool.
It was really good hockey that led to the scoring chance. Uh-oh. Okay.
It's great pressure defensively.
Really good team support right there. Great breakout, and this is a 2-on-1.
It was a little bit of an awkward angle.
Should have bullied Megan in high school. Would have made that play.
Dunk on them. Let's go. I genuinely don't know what a single person from my high school does now. Except for, like, Micah, I guess.
Except for the people that you stayed in touch with. Somebody that I was really good friends with in high school, that, like, the second I left high school, we stopped talking.
Yeah.
Ended up training for, to be on the Olympic rowing team.
Damn.
Yeah. It was really intense, and then she graduated college and never rowed again.
Sounds about right.
And it was just like, oh. I wonder if at that level, if you're just, if you just get tired.
Yeah, you're just exhausted.
You know, you dedicate so much time and energy to a thing, and it just doesn't happen for you that you're just like, okay. I had a goal. I gave it a shot. I fell a little short of it, but I had a really strong push or really good attempt or whatever, and now I'm just moving on.
One of my cousins, she got recruited for D1 soccer, and she went for like a year, and then she left and went to a D3 school because she's like, I can't do this. They control your entire lives. Every minute of every day, they control your schedule. And so she just went and played D3 and like got to live her life instead.
Yeah, there was a guy in my high school. He was our only like highly recruited player on our high school football team. And
Yikes.
he turned down a full ride to OU.
Damn.
Because he wanted to go be somewhere where he could also
Live his life.
care about
Yeah,
school.
for sure.
And so he ended up at Baylor and didn't do anything. Like, didn't do
Naturally.
anything football-wise,
Yeah.
but like...
So it was a good decision he went to Baylor.
Yeah, and I remember talking to him, and he was going through the recruiting process, and I was like, are you fucking high? Like, you're turning down
A full ride, yeah.
Like, you're turning down Bob Stoops, because they were like, we want to make you a safety. And he's like, I've never played defense in my life. And I'm like, but Oklahoma's a pretty good place to learn, dude. Like, damn, man.
Isn't E4 like the most common move? I don't know. Only later in life. As a kid, I never played Magic. I had Pokemon cards, but that was more just like a collecting thing than actually playing. But later in life, I've played all of them. Magic, Pokemon, Gwent. It's a video game within a video game on that one. You're digging deep to get to Gwent.
I still hate card games.
Understandable. Sure. I'll still watch the Magic World Championships on Twitch and stuff.
I just don't like card games, man.
Understandable.
Yeah,
a lot of people don't. JT couldn't believe they allowed that face-off to happen.
Great. This is the best they've played through this point in the game in a while.
You're right.
Just the way that they've played.
Possession underlines, you're correct.
Yeah. Obviously not like you wish you had the 2-0 and
Indeed. Their problem is pretty much just score so far tonight.
in this game, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Come on, guys.
You have something here.
That's a hard one to just watch go by.
Nope. The best drinking video game is Beerio Kart. I will hear no arguments.
We did a drinking game after one of the Smash Brothers came out.
Yeah.
Every cutscene that included a violent act. You had to drink.
So you were dead.
I spent much of the following day throwing up, yes. I was fine after New Year's. I was just tired.
Yeah, I was fine on New Year's. What's that? So the whole thing is you can't drink and drive. So you have to pull over to the side of the road to drink your beer. And you have to finish your beer before you finish the race.
That's good. All right, we're playing that next time. I love this. All right. Our house on Sunday.
I'm down. So like you can like pull over multiple times during the race and drink parts of it. You can chug it all at the beginning. You can get to the finish line and chug it all at the end.
Do you imagine the stress? You get to the very end.
You have a whole beer to pound.
Yeah, and you're stopped at the finish line. You've won this race. You've stopped at the finish line, and you're watching them try and catch you. That would be so stressful. You know, if there's one thing I miss stupid fun drinking games with friends.
Yeah, agree.
Because now it feels like it's like if you go out, you'd have like a casual drink or whatever, and you're like making the decision. Am I getting drunk tonight? Am I not getting drunk tonight?
Right.
Like, how hard am I going to go?
Yeah.
And then if you decide, okay, well, I'm going to do this, then you're like seriously drinking. And
Yeah.
it's like a mission.
Yep. You're on a time. You're on the clock.
Yeah, that would be the other thing. Could you imagine? You stop at the finish line.
Get
you
blue
start,
shelled.
You start getting shelled from
Yeah.
behind. It nudges you forward.
And you finish.
Yeah.
You disqualified.
So you'd have to stop a little ways back just to give you some leeway.
All right, look, you just need to learn the speedrunner strats. Learn all the shortcuts.
Cards Against Humanity isn't a card game.
Gets minutes ahead, and then you can drink at the end.
Way back in the Mile High Hockey days, after Av's losses, a group of us would actually get on and play online Cards Against Humanity together. It was fun. You should have come over for beers when we were doing Worst Fears. No, we were.
It's a game.
It's a game where, so somebody is the quote unquote victim, and they lay out. You pull 5 cards, and it's got 5 scenarios of like various bad things happening to you, and you have to rank them in order of 1 to 5. Which one is the one that? Which one do you think is the worst versus which one do you think is the least worst?
Yeah. That's actually such a niche piece of information to reveal about something, too.
Well, and like the scenarios are crazy. Like
they're like insane.
Well, because like the first turn that I had, it was like a lot of like stuff that would suck, but it's kind of like, oh, you're outside, you're stuck outside for an entire month, right?
And
like
then
you're like living in nature for a month or whatever.
And then Z goes, it's
then,
like you walk into a terrorist hideout.
Yeah,
It's like, whoa!
It was seriously like it ramped up so quickly. It was really interesting. It was a fun game, and it was fun to find out how much you just don't know about your partner.
If you have questions about the fear, does it have any qualifiers, like living outside a month?
No.
You can go in buildings.
No, you get
No,
you
it was
get
nothing
no
like that.
qualifiers. Yeah.
That's part of the challenge of the game, because each person's individual approach to, this is worse, or this is like Rudo had one where it was like standing on the beach during a tidal wave or something, and he had that as his worst.
Yep.
And I was like, this would be the least worst for me, because I'm just gonna die. It's gonna crush me. I'm going to die, and that's that. So what is there to be afraid of? And so like the mindset of each person was fascinating to get into.
I like that.
It was a lot of fun. I wish that there wasn't an Avs game so that we could have done it at 4 o'clock and not 9 o'clock.
No fucking kidding.
Because watching Sarah just
Crash.
slowly because not like.
Peel back the layer on her fears, too.
Well, apparently her and Z are the same.
Yeah,
they're anxious
they're
about
just
everything.
anxiety in person. Yeah.
So ranking their fears was like, it had its moments. It was a fun night. I mean, those were fun games. I really liked that game, and then I don't remember the other game. But new phone
who dis?
Yeah, sorry about that.
What?
Just new phone who dis? Yeah, I absolutely dominated that game.
Yeah, you kind of murked on that game.
Yeah.
I just don't know how to text, I guess.
Yeah, apparently my text came on point.
It's just like Cards Against Humanity,
Yep.
but
It's the same thing.
Zoomer style.
It's the same thing, yeah.
All right. If you were the type of person to say on fleek in high school, I probably would have bullied you.
I didn't bully anybody in high school.
Yeah, me either. I'm way too shy of a person to actually like bully someone.
I just think and I think that's why I was an easy target of bullying. But also a little scary. I think that's why I was perceived as so weird, because
I was really weirdly popular with everybody. Like all the different groups of people. At least one person in that group really liked me. And I didn't like any of them. And I never hung out with any of them socially. I never went and partied. I never did anything with any of them. And they still just wouldn't not like me. And it was really annoying.
First world problems.
Yeah, no kidding. Too well liked. It was annoying, and so we had like an underground newspaper my senior year. I think I've told this story before.
Sounds familiar.
And its editions like were very satirical, and they made fun of the administration of our school.
Sure.
And people refused to believe that it wasn't me. And I understood why, because one, that was very much like my nature, especially back then. But it sounded like me. Like the writing, like it had my kind of voice.
Sure.
I had nothing to do with it, and people would not fucking believe me. They just refused. It was really stupid. The paper was good, though. I was jealous. I wanted to be part of it. It was good, and it was funny, and we called it the Gator Gazette because our principal, on her first day on the job, finished her "I'm new here" speech by saying, "Go Gators." We were the Cougars.
Oops.
Not the Gators.
Should you go to Florida or something?
So, yeah, don't know. But, yeah, we were not the Gators, and so we never let her live it down. Come on, man. It's the little infractions right now that are really bothering me.
Yep.
That's not a big deal. It shouldn't be a penalty. It still annoys me.
I don't know. You wanted a nap, AJ. So far, this period has given it to you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I also feel like I get along with most people just fine, because the people that I don't get along with, I just stop interacting with.
True.
And so that friction isn't really there anymore. If I'm forced to continue to interact with somebody that I don't get along well with, then you get, like, the relationship that I had with Mike Chambers, which was just, like, this really awkward silence all the time, where I would feign being nice, and he just would grunt at me.
I mean, at least you two were upfront about it.
I mean, kind of.
I mean, as much as you can be in a professional
fight
situation.
me, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
that he popped off the chain on Twitter that night for sure.
that was a different day too. The thing where he was like, where he was subtweeting us and like challenging to fight random people on Twitter. I slept through all that. Woke up to people who had screenshots of those text messages.
Wild.
It was so dumb. Ouch.
Yeah, that's painful.
Right in the schnoz.
Just a little welcome to the team, because he's going to be on the team in a couple months. I don't know why Edmonton would ever do that, but I'd take Broberg. That'd be fun.
Really?
As a bottom pairing, why not?
I mean, sure.
I know that that's never a trade that actually materializes. He's just a guy I like.
I never liked him.
What?
Good skater.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But as a prospect, I was always just wondering
What else is there?
what is he going to do in the NHL?
Be the good version of Anton Lindholm?
He wishes. Megan, not an Anton Lindholm fan?
Am I getting accused of it?
No, I'm asking.
It would be like the first Eagle that you didn't like.
Yeah.
So.
Neutral?
No.
No feelings? Hate him? I'm just kidding.
Worst human I've ever met, but no feelings. No. Anton Lindholm was always that guy that the way he played the game just was not sustainable in the
Yeah.
body that he had.
Yep. Dude had tape on something every single day.
Well, he was like, my shoulder pops out every other week.
Just shove it back in.
Yeah. I was like, holy shit, dude, how long has this been going on? And he was like, the year that my team won the Swedish championship or whatever, and he was their number 1D, he was like, it was happening every game.
Yeah.
And I learned to manage that pain then.
That's brutal. No. Megan's part of the iPhone gang. Android.
Yeah, 2 of us aren't. We hide our shame well. Because neither one of us give a shit.
Yeah, could not care less.
So much better not on your phones.
You act like I take pictures with my phone ever.
I
So
take a bizarre number of pictures. You never realize how many pictures you take until you scroll through your phone sometime.
there are 2 things in my camera roll.
I would be willing to bet you it's not remotely weird. Because I think we all take a picture of the same stupid stuff. It's the world around us and ourselves. Constantly.
Nope.
Constantly.
Things on the internet though, like I was going through the other day, I had a random headshot of Sean Barron. Luke Hughes, buried.
Don't lie. We know that's your lock screen.
I've got the number of like screenshotted things that I have.
Yes, that too.
There are a million of them in my phone.
I have dozens of memes for sure that it's just like, I gotta post this. Let me just download it to my phone. Yeah, I have a million pictures of my pet, and then I have a million videos of like abs practices.
Lots of Kirby pictures. I only take pictures of Kirby when I'm in Winnipeg, though. I'll never take pictures of him when he's here.
That sounds like a you problem.
Well, he's cuddly with me in Winnipeg and not here. Because I spend a lot of my time at my desk when I'm in Denver.
Sure. Nice pass.
He needs to be trying to pick that spot underneath the arm blocker side.
Yeah. He does throw it out there pretty heavily. It's a pretty sick read from Newhook there.
Yep. Newhook has made a couple of nice plays tonight. Working his way towards my unsung hero.
Have we ever sung about a hero? I guess there's the Miko Rantanen song, but I didn't sing that.
We have a king of the game every night.
Yeah, but we don't. Should we sing the king of the game ever?
No.
You don't want to hear me sing.
Yeah,
Trust me.
that's the thing. Between you, me, and Blaze, I have no idea if you have a singing voice at all. Oh,
Another ref got hit. It's a trend.
yeah, and I mean, that's a ref that's not out of position getting hit at least.
Yeah, that's just McDavid ripping a puck at a ref. I don't know.
And then he's like, oh yeah, my bad, man. I wonder how much longer they keep Mac and Rantanen split up.
About 8 minutes and 22 more seconds.
Wow. JT.
He's having a game, but he's got to do that one thing still. Or set up somebody else to do that one thing. I mean, Miko's at least trying different spots.
Yeah.
That's interference. They'd never call it, but...
Nice job, G.
Go back the other way now.
There you go.
They got a penalty.
No.
Oh, it's on. It's for G for goalie interference. Okay. That's a fucking stupid penalty, but it's fine. I'm over it.
It'll be 2-0.
How I don't know how in the fucking world you call that goalie interference, man.
Okay.
Where's he supposed to go? Like, Nurse takes away his lane to avoid the goalie, and he still barely hits him.
I mean, he runs into him unimpeded, like.
He barely touches it, man.
Yeah. Just saying. Nobody pushed G into him. G just fucking ran into him.
Seems like that's a pretty easy incidental contact call to me.
No, I have a way bigger problem with the call earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the moment.
At least for now, yeah. But I again, like, it doesn't fucking matter. You're in the situation you're in. Avs have to kill this now. Blow the whistle?
Yeah, that's about what I thought it looked like. That's a really nice pass, and it's a really nice play by Taves to try and...
Yep, he gets enough of
he
it.
gets it.
It just somehow still gets fucking through. Because that's the way the puck's bouncing for the Avs
Dude,
lately,
it's
man.
crazy. Can't talk about that shit, though. Okay,
That was
EJ.
probably interference.
Okay. Look at LOC stays
Yeah,
with
like,
him.
what did that accomplish from McDavid?
Yeah.
Like, it was pretty, but he didn't really do
Yeah.
anything.
LOC, though, really smart, stayed with him.
Yep.
That's great. That's great defense by LOC.
Said, you want to make 17 cutbacks? I'll sag off for a second and then
Yeah.
pick you back up.
This is
Like,
2-on-1. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Nah.
Oh, my God. Old Man River.
yeah, this is bad now, too. All right, they got back okay. All right, maybe Nuge does suck. Holy, what is that bounce? What is that fucking bounce? What do you do? How do you stop that? What the fuck?
I'm so over this, dude. I'm so over this.
I mean, what do you even say to that? Like, there is no breakdown to that goal. It took the most absurd bounce you've ever fucking seen, and then took another crazy fucking bounce to go in the net.
This is fucking horseshit. Can we please get a goalie interference call?
I mean, he misses by 6 feet.
He's getting pushed by Hyman.
There's no way that's enough to call it back.
He's getting pushed by Hyman. Look at him.
I just don't think they'll call it back. I don't think that's enough.
Sorry, but I would call that back.
They're challenging. So hopefully they call it back, but I don't think they will.
I mean, it's fucking goalie interference, so you have absolutely no idea what is real and what's not.
Just flip a fucking coin.
To me, he very clearly is shoving the pad.
There's a little bit of a push there. I agree. Right there.
Right here, he's pushing him, man.
Yeah. But will they call that? I have no fucking idea.
Look at him.
It's a pretty decent shove, but I just don't know that it matters. Like, the way the reffing has gone this year, I wouldn't be surprised if they made up some bullshit and said the puck was going in anyway.
I mean, it doesn't impact the save. The puck is already going in, which is why I think this will probably be fine, but...
That's what I'm saying.
It's a good challenge, though. Puck fucking... I just can't believe the way that this puck
It's insane.
bounces.
It's genuinely ridiculous. I mean, the longer they look, the better, right?
Well, if it was really clearly not goalie interference...
They'd have been quick about it, right?
This would have been done, so... But who knows? Who fucking knows?
I mean, and it settles fucking perfectly for him, too.
Okay.
Not surprised, but disappointed.
Okay, well, the question was never did the puck go in, so great fucking explanation.
It very clearly crossed the goal line. We saw that part. How are the Oilers making their own luck? They're getting outshot 25-15.
Yeah,
They've got fucking dominated this whole game.
A guy misses a fucking shot by 6 feet, and it lands on a guy's stick, and he made his own luck. So all the Avs missed shots that
Those don't
land
count as
perfectly on their stick.
making their own luck.
Yeah, that's not. This whole making your own luck is so fucking stupid.
Skate. Fuck it. Just send it. Ah, Cogs.
He's bad.
He's bad. He's bad. I agree. It's just not there anymore. And maybe he'll find it again later in the season, but so far this year, there's nothing there.
Thanks, Connor. Nice play. Time check is 3:33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28.
No shot you fucking called that. It's got to be before that, right? What?
What the
What?
fuck, man?
What the that is not
a
a
guy
trip.
with the puck and he just pushes him
That's
down.
Not a trip. Holy shit.
There are no mental gymnastics to be done to call that a fucking penalty.
That's an embarrassing fucking penalty call, top to bottom.
Yeah, it's interference on a guy with the puck. Are you fucking stupid? I don't think they hate the Avalanche. I just think it's a bad call.
Agree.
I don't know how you look at you look at every other penalty and you could say, look, whether I agreed with it or not, there was something there that you could say, okay.
The NHL refs have never had any team bias. They're just plainly incompetent. You're giving them too much credit for saying that they have bias.
Yeah, I think the penalties on the Avs have been soft as hell. I thought the Gerard one, you could at least understand. Look, nobody pushes him. He just skates into the goaltender.
Certainly that EJ one and the earlier one are just absurd.
He has the puck, man. He has the fucking puck. Like, how do you penalize a guy? He just skates up and pushes down the guy with the puck. You're allowed to do that. It's a physical game that allows hitting, particularly on puck carriers. I'm blown away by this.
They did call it tripping, and you didn't miss anything. It's just a hilariously terrible call. Honestly, you know, I wish hockey took a page out of baseball in a game like this. Like, I would lose my mind in happiness. Yeah, if he just popped the fuck off.
If he just fucking loses his shit and gets thrown out.
Yep. I like. I don't know how to tell you. Like, what do I say about this game? The Avs struggled to score. Yes, they have to finish better. The rest of this game is ridiculous fucking bounces and calls against. And the Avs have played well. Like,
Out.
that was pretty easily out. Like, I don't know. At 5-on-5, the Avs have played significantly better, I would say. That's not a trip? Oh, they did call it?
Just hang on to it.
Right. Get it to the intermission.
Yeah.
I mean, that one actually is a trip at least.
Shut the fuck up, man. It pisses me off so much when teams are on the right side of officiating and how it's changed the game and fucking whine when they get called for something. It's like my number one pet
No
peeve in
leg
the
to
world,
stand on.
where
Yeah.
like I'm just like, I just wish I could beat you with something right now. Can I please beat the stupid out of you?
Okay, that should just about do it here. I don't know. Doomer take, Avs have to actually score a goal to win a hockey game. Optimist take, what the actual fuck is going on in this hockey game? The Avs can't buy a break. I don't know. Both of them kind of suck. There's no happy answer right now. They get a power play to start the third. We'll be back. I'm going to empty my bladder.
but I think it would be a cool thing. So
I'm sure it would be.
I think during the All-Star break when we're all just kind of sitting around,
We'll
doing
have a
nothing,
chat, have a little chat.
Yeah, we'll have a meeting where I'll just be like, here's the idea.
I was going to ask what your guys' feelings were about value or lack of value of Jesse and I going to the All-Star game. We haven't submitted the content plan to even propose it in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have to figure it out because the deadline for me applying for credentials for y'all is next week.
Yeah. Well, honestly, we planned to hammer out the content plan yesterday, so I'm going to have to touch base with him sometime tomorrow. But
Yeah.
that, honestly, I think is the easiest part. It's more so, do you see the value in it?
To be honest, I think both of you going, I would say probably not.
Okay.
I don't have a preference for which one of you goes.
Sure.
So I'm not gonna. It's not gonna be like, he's the guy or whatever. I'm not gonna do that. If the two of you could figure that out, then great. But if you guys need me to decide, then I will. But
No, I see the value in it because of his experience doing it. I wouldn't take that personally.
well, but also you don't get experience unless you do things.
It's true.
You can't get any opportunity to build that resume if nobody ever gives you a chance to do those events. And things like the draft are a really good league event resource to get experience in kind of that big event where the entire league is in one place at the same time.
Yeah.
The only concern that I would have about the All-Star game is that the way that they go about it, the way that they kind of partition things, you don't get a lot of
Why are you moving me around so much?
unique content out of it. Because as cool as it is to go and talk to,
This is Rude on his way to help the Avalanche.
you're gonna go into a conversation with Tim Stutzel, okay,
This is Rudo back after he couldn't do anything.
whereas if you go to the draft and you go to the awards ceremony and you're having conversation at the awards, you go and you can get access and you can talk to John. And so you can get your experience with those guys that our readers will actually care about.
Yeah.
Instead of just being like, hey, we got a bunch of stuff that.
Do I have to?
But
What?
value-wise,
Okay.
we don't know. But the awards and the draft, those are things where you usually get to talk to whichever Avs representative is there. Bednar's usually there. Sometimes Sakic, and then at the draft you almost always get Sakic, or now it'll be McFarland. And then you also get to talk to all of the guys that they draft, plus it'll be Wade Flippenstein now. You'll get to talk to the director of scouting or whatever.
Yeah.
So having two people there to handle all that for both of those events is great. But the All-Star game is more it's fine.
No, that's good feedback. I'll talk to Jesse then if there's anything we should preemptively do to make it more valuable. If we can set up, if we could talk to Naz and Kadri and have that be a part of the story of that weekend.
Yeah, and you would get access to him. He'll be available, and
Yeah.
Avs fans would totally care about that.
Exactly. So if I'm thinking through that lens, maybe that shapes how we make a content plan and
Totally.
setting up. And I don't need to live and die by going either. If it still comes down to it's still the best idea to just have Jesse go, perfectly accepting of that. But that's good feedback for me to keep in mind when we make a content plan.
Yeah, because I think the All-Star game is the only big league event that content-wise is just kind of blah.
Well, I want to make that not blah, because I agree. I look at last year and I don't think Jesse fell short in any way. I just wonder if there's a creative angle that could be taken
Ah!
I do miss the Eagles. I don't know if I'll go up next week. Like Friday, I think is the day in between days that we wouldn't have a game or anything. But they're also going to be in town for a while, so
Yeah.
not a ton of urgency. But I miss them,
Well,
so I might Friday.
And hey, you want to go up there on a non-app,
Any
whatever.
day you want to go.
Yeah, totally. But also,
I wanna make it worthwhile.
Barons and other Makar.
No, that's definitely priority. You're
Yeah.
absolutely right. I hope that UMass is a lot more agreeable than all of the other colleges last year, except for DNVR.
They won't be.
I'm trying to think if there's
Yeah, UMass was always receptive. Minnesota was a tough
I
nut.
could see that.
All right, legend has it. If you look in the mirror at night and chant the word posts 3 times, the posts will actually disappear and the Avs will be able to score goals.
Will their posts disappear too?
Maybe.
I just want to say that the say Beetlejuice 3 times and he shows up. Community had the greatest Beetlejuice joke ever. When they said Beetlejuice 3 times across multiple seasons, and then the 3rd time, Beetlejuice walks by in the background, like very briefly, and it was just like this. That was the beauty of that TV show. All right, we're just gonna ignore the fact that they had an icing to start this power
Yep,
play.
not great. Not a great way to start a power play. 19, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25.
It didn't go in, but it was a good scoring chance.
I miss scoring chances that go
Please tell me
in.
that ref did not get in that way. I'm going to lose my mind.
No, it wasn't the ref.
Then bad play, Nico. I wonder how tired Mac gets when he cranks it all the way up like that for the entry and then just like,
Fuck.
and then just chills. Okay, well, that was some puck luck.
That was wild.
Oh, I hate everything.
That's an accurate description of life for the Avs lately.
Yeah. Go, Alex.
He's called Sasha now. I will accept no other answer.
Okay. Go, Alex, part 2. What?
Yep, it's a baby.
That's one of the few babies that has ever been born that is actually cute. And doesn't look like this weird, like, alien thing.
I look like a alien.
What's that?
I did. I was premature in an incubator in the ICU. I looked scary. I was not cute.
My nephews, the twins, they were preemies. And
I see that.
they were so small. Like, so small. I still don't know how they both lived. Makes no sense.
No-
They have to go to the ICU.
Oh, yeah.
too.
Oh, yeah. And they each had, like a physical defect of some kind that had to be
sorted out. Yeah.
Yes, like worked out. Like one of them had to wear like a thing on his foot for a long time, and because his foot was growing in a weird way because of it, and all this. Anyway, they might have been very, very tiny, but they both were alien as fuck.
How did they grow up? Are they smaller size, average size?
No, they're pretty average size now, but they have like the most intense twin connection I've ever seen.
That's so cool.
Where they are absolutely oblivious to the world outside of just the two of them.
Yeah.
Even their older brother, they're just like, yeah, he's around.
Nah, see, my wife was the opposite way. Her parents called her Thunder Thighs for like the first year of her life. I'm serious.
Seems kind of mean. It's like, I mean, to be fair, baby doesn't know it.
Yeah, right.
Its feelings are not impacted by this nickname. But it's more of a thing where you get like years later and you tell this story and you're like, all right, oh. There it is.
Nathan McKinnon's pretty
That's
good.
what's up.
Nathan McKinnon's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Make your own fucking luck there, nerd.
I mean, he kind of did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No luck involved. You just straight dance some fucking pylons. All of this is good, honestly. Who is that he just
Absolutely walked to the moon.
Those guys should be blacklisted from taking another
Well,
shift.
one's Cody Cece, so that's
Oh, and the other's
expected.
Darnell Nurse. Yep, you guys are banned from playing the rest of the game out of shame. All right. There you go. You got one. You're a shot away. You've been the better team. Get
Go
to work.
get it. Yeah.
Get to fucking work. Get you that paper. Thank you for the fantasy point. I think Sean Barons would be better in the NHL today than Curtis McDermott.
Would it even be close?
I don't think so. Especially after just watching McDermott try really hard to commit 3 infractions right there. Uh-oh. This is
great.
bad. Good D.
Didn't take a penalty.
Yeah, well, he didn't fall down this time. Otherwise, I'm sure it would have been called some bullshit. Because all he did was push him a little, and Derek Ryan fell down earlier and got a call. And when McDavid fell down with the puck, he got a call. So, you know. Yeah, Darnell Nurse is like, I hate this guy.
Sitting there saying Nathan McKinnon's the reason I didn't get paid $10 million.
Yeah, see how that's still icing? I'm just saying.
Do you really have a stick up your butt for that one specifically?
It really bothered me, man. It should have been icing.
But I mean, just in general, that play,
Yeah.
it bothers you.
It really did, man. It bothered me because Taves gave up.
No,
on it.
I'm saying not just that play. I'm saying every time there's the competitive icing.
Oh yeah, no, that is that is a problem for me. Yes. I don't necessarily want to cop to having a stick in my butt, but I'll cop to, yeah, I struggle with that play. He hasn't even been flying as a forward this year.
He's been, at best, not noticeable. He had one great fight, and that's the only thing he's done in like 30
he's been
games.
Outfought by Andres England. Like that role. Got his start in Edmonton. My Pierre McGuire moment for the night.
No, but now you have to say his name in some crazy accent.
Oh! That was such a great pass. Where'd that come from? Makes me wonder if he'd one-time that if that had been a goal.
Looked like Skinner read it pretty well, man.
Did. And the length of that pass.
Yeah.
Oh, Cox is much better than Curtis McDermott.
That's not close, yeah.
And I don't love Cox this year.
Agreed, but it's still not close.
Okay. Are they just not defending him? Like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, that was weird.
He just kept waiting. Oh,
right.
Sammy.
It's good bounce time. Almost.
It was too Sammy. I needed Devon Taves to not channel G right there.
But he did.
All right, well, we certainly love this effort.
Yeah, I mean, they're pushing.
I don't care if it has to take beyond regulation. Just go.
Oh,
Go get two.
God.
Go get two.
I would even be fine with a point.
Yeah, I mean, because then standings-wise, 2 points from you get a point from the Kings and a point from the Oilers. Like,
Yep.
It's still
That's
losing streak
you're still
wise.
getting 2 points on Minnesota there.
Yeah, exactly. Or not giving them up anyway.
Sure.
If you're gonna go on a losing streak, you might as well get points.
I mean, would obviously prefer a win, but you know, you get to overtime and shit happens.
Yeah. Due for a good bounce. The universe fucking owes the Avs. Between the puck luck and the injury bullshit this year,
It's been rough.
I'm sorry, but this is not a normal price that Stanley Cup champion teams pay. This is absurd. I'm gonna go close out now
Probably wise.
so that she doesn't come up in the middle of the show all awkwardly and be like, "Hey guys."
Close your tabs. Yeah, I don't like this game hasn't been fucking close at 5-on-5. The Avs have completely dominated it. They just haven't finished well enough, and Edmonton has converted 2 power plays on questionable calls. That's it. It's cool that they're playing around the world, but you got to shoot the puck eventually. Weird, really weird shot that ends up being. Oh God, that's a penalty. They're gonna take them both. That's pretty fucking lucky for the Avs. That was more of a penalty than half the penalties they've called in this game. Yeah, 100%. I truly believe if the Avs didn't already have 5 penalties called in this game against them, they'd probably call that on Taves alone.
Yeah.
That dive on Hyman is a bullshit call, like straight up.
You think so?
Yes, 100% garbage. Even if he goes down soft, like that's a blatant penalty from Taves. Someone be there? No way, Brad Hunt!
Finally! Yeah. It's either that or Lekin tipped it, but I think that's all
I'm pretty
beyond.
sure that one was in clean. As Jay Woodcroft looks absolutely flabbergasted.
He always does.
Yeah, no, that's clean.
Yeah. It's not even close either. Sorry, but the presence of mind for Cale Makar to
To
do that.
just leave that,
Yeah.
let him step into it. Yeah. All right. You've clawed your way out of this bullshit.
Yeah.
Win this in regulation.
You have 11 and a half minutes, and you have been way, way better than they have. Go to work. Yeah, when the fucking puck dropped in the first period, bro. This has barely been a close game. Oh, no.
Pretty casual from Georgi there.
It's because he's locked in, man.
Yeah, when a puck
He is.
doesn't bounce off the end glass,
He hasn't given up a real goal in 2 games.
you're not wrong.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
we said 2 goals from your top line.
Does Brad Hunt count?
No. He does not.
I mean, the top line was out there. You know who Brad Hunt has one more goal than?
Eric Johnson.
I mean, true, but not who I was going to say.
Who?
Think about the couch that I'm sitting on.
Evan?
Also true. Hudon was the answer.
That's messed up, man. Taking shots at Evan like that?
Charles?
What? Maybe if Charles took better shots, we wouldn't have this conversation.
I mean, I didn't say it.
How many breakaways did that guy blow? That's what I thought.
Yeah, but those guys have goals.
over much longer opportunities to get the goals. Martin Cow,
Yeah, I mean, Cout's fair, but I was thinking more like Logan O'Connor.
Ben Myers.
Yeah, but Ben Myers can't score
Hold
either.
on. When has Ben Myers had a breakaway that he didn't fumble before he got to the net?
He was fumbled at the net, though.
Ben Myers is like 90% of the way there.
I called him a tee to green player the other day.
Because I think the criticisms are partially pointed at Udon when they could be applied to a lot of people.
They absolutely could.
They are also
Yeah,
applied to those guys.
it's true.
I'm giving them all that same thing, but
I feel very pointed at Charles Udon because I
well-
liked him more than Jason Megna.
I mean, I'll point it at JLF too. He doesn't have an NHL shot either. If you want to go there.
9 games. Like, you look at the number of games Cal Myers have had.
I don't disagree. It's also the other point here is certainly Myers and JLF are proper prospects. Hudon's kind of the player that he is at this point,
He is Jason Megna, but not Jason.
but can't score.
he's a classic quad A player.
Yep.
I wish we had something else to call them because I hate referring to them as a baseball reference.
We need to find a letter between the AHL and the NHL.
Yeah, what lettered number of the alphabet?
Yeah.
Number
Comes between what number of letter
Yeah,
comes between A and N.
exactly.
And when it's K, I'm going to be really sad.
He's an FHL player. And you're like- because every time he has the goddamn puck, you just go, fuck! All right, now we're going to find out. Can't just let this sit in my brain. Alphabet.
I think F is probably close. I don't know if it's right, but
Okay, so AHL is 1. Got that.
everything's fine. It was never dangerous.
14. 7. Damn it.
One
G.
off. Oh, so close.
Yeah. He would be a GHL player.
So he's a G League player. Now we're just stealing from basketball.
Again, I mean, I stole Sega Baba from basketball,
It's
so. Should have been icing.
Would have been goalie interference anyway.
Really good read by Georgiev.
It was. He stepped out to the outer edge of his crease there to get in the way. Oof. Oof.
It was cleaner than I thought it was.
It was still goalie interference anyway. They'd have called that on Sam Girard. I'm just saying.
They did call that on Sam Girard.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
That was almost so sick if
Yeah,
that went to
right?
Nui. Yeah.
That was, you're not playing with Nathan McKinnon anymore, Miko.
Yeah.
But for real, I've loved JT Comfort tonight.
Agree. He's played great.
And you know how many times a year I say that? Like 5.
Yeah. He has a.
He's played a lot lately.
I think you might. I'd be curious to see his stats against the Oilers.
Okay. Give me a sec.
And like obviously the playoffs last year is going to be a little bit of a different beast, but
Hello, Jata. He has 3 points in 12 games, not including
so
postseason.
nothing special.
Yep. On a point per game basis, it looks like, without getting into the exact math of it, just
Sure.
off the top of my head, it looks like Comfer's best opponents are the Rangers, the Flyers, the Maple Leafs, and the Sabres.
So he dunks on the East. Got it.
He does have 14 points in 24 games against Minnesota.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah. But he's got
Significantly more
like
games
8
there.
points,
yeah.
8 points in 10 games against the Sabres.
Yeah.
7 and 7 against the Flyers, stuff like that. His worst in terms of just how many points might be Columbus. He's got 2 points against Columbus, 1 against Seattle, 1 against Ottawa, 2 against New Jersey, 2 against Tampa Bay. In terms of...
Did they call a penalty?
In terms of teams that the Avs have played a bunch of, his worst is probably Dallas, 4 points in 16 games.
Okay, so 0.25. I mean, that's the same as Edmonton, right? This is, I mean,
He hits him in the face, man.
it's the same as
Earlier,
same
yeah.
as the thing that they did to Girard. I mean, I guess it's consistent at least. This is your chance, Avs. Win the fucking game.
Like, he just hits him in the face. This is what I was saying earlier. When you hit somebody in the face, you just open yourself up to a call.
Yep.
Because that's not supposed to be a thing that you're ever allowed to do. Is just
Correct.
jack a dude in the face.
Can't do it. Wow, that puck bounced.
Yeah, it did. Oh, he should have gone
that
to
was a
KO.
bad decision. Bad decision for sure.
You could see what he was looking at, but
It was never there though. And
It's
that's
like
out of the zone.
if he makes an all-world play, it's totally there. He just didn't make an all-world play.
Fair. If he makes it, we're all losing her goddamn minds. You're
Yeah,
right.
exactly. And that's your problem with the decision. is that
Yeah.
It requires an all-world play to get it in.
That's
Nope.
yeah. Oh, he held on to
Oh.
it. And that great play, Lecky.
The
Oh,
fake. Oh my gosh, man.
dude. JT fucking deserves one tonight.
He's getting my unsung hero of the game.
JT.
Yeah.
Yeah, deserved.
Unless he goes out and scores an overtime
And
game-winning
then
goal or
he's getting the
something.
sung hero.
He's just straightened up getting stud. I find myself wanting more from Kale.
You're not wrong.
He's also just does so much for them every night
Yeah,
already.
He's
that
a freak. He's a freak.
It is really, really hard to be like, Kale,
Just go win the game, man.
do more.
Here it comes.
But here it is. I mean, you can't ask for better chances.
Yep. It's a good power play.
Power
for sure.
play's done a really good job of doing everything but scoring. McDermott closing in on, I'm assuming that's about McDermott.
I would assume so,
Double-digit
yeah.
time on ice. Can't imagine that's about Connor McDavid.
I would hope he's higher than that.
Come on. Come on.
Find something dangerous here.
Here it is. Oh! I thought it went in.
Me too. I thought he had him under the
I
blocker.
thought it went in. You son of a bitch, Stuart Skinner. Yeah, closing in on double-digit time on ice when you're playing as a defenseman
Yeah,
is not notable.
That's pretty
If he was
normal.
playing as a forward and doing that,
That's just like Englund gets 9 minutes in
yeah,
that spot
exactly.
all the time.
Brad Hunt has been
Yeah.
at 9 minutes. England's been 9 minutes. Like, you know the weirdest thing that I found looking up time on ice splits? Alex Newhook last year, pre and post All-Star game, the exact
Just
average.
identical, yeah.
13. I think it was 13:34.
Wow.
And I was like, that's a pretty tight bench you guys ran last year. The exact same split.
Look, you're on for 1 second too long, buddy. Got to cut your next shift
That's
short.
right.
Yeah.
We said short shifts.
Yeah, we're at a commercial. I'll get you a time check when we're back. Megan's over here gambling actively during the game.
Respect. Are you winning?
You can play that in Vegas.
I miss Vegas.
Me too. We got to get back.
Dude.
As
We need to go.
the Avs beat as a game
Dude.
needs to get out there. Like,
honestly, like,
Such a unique vibe. Each of us in
just the four of us.
probably very different from each other.
Yeah, I have. What is your Vegas monster like?
I haven't unleashed it because I'm honestly afraid of Vegas. So when I go there, I'm very cautious. I don't drink very much. I'm like picking out packs of those liquid IVs and just pounding those.
I see.
It's just such a big environment.
Yeah. Well, and it's such an environment where things can go seriously sideways
Exactly.
if you're not really, really careful.
And I've had bad things happen to friends in Vegas.
Yeah.
They weren't with the right people.
Yep.
That didn't like pay attention. And so all of those fears
Super valid.
still fun.
I mean,
Still fun.
EJ's not getting a shift in overtime, so if they make it to overtime, an EJ game-winning goal is one in infinity.
All of that is very fair. Rudo, I feel like I'm pretty comfortable with what your Vegas monster.
Oh,
would be
you
like.
you know what you know what's up.
I don't think I've ever seen either drunk.
You've seen
You
Rudo
were
go
here
down,
for the
like,
cup.
throw down.
Yeah. Great save.
Fuck yeah, man.
Someone help him. Give him some help. Blow the whistle
Blow the
for
whistle,
fuck's
you
sake.
motherfucker.
What are you doing? Holy fuck. It's pretty blatantly under him, no?
Ooh, Javon.
Yeah.
You have to sell out completely for that.
Certainly if it's McDavid on the other end of
You
it.
can't let McDavid have that 2-on-1, man.
Apparently he can. Well, thanks. Appreciate that, Edmonton.
It's weird, like...
Everything about that was weird.
Have a clear, fellows. Like,
Georgiev's like, have the puck. And Edmonton's was like, no, we're good.
you have it, you swell motherfucker. Okay. Come on, LOC. It's been forever.
Cox. Killing me, man.
Because of the value they bring. Like, compared to lack of production from other people who can't say the same.
Just say you hate Martin Kaut. It's fine.
It's not just one. I don't hate him.
It's just like it's not Charles Hudon.
Exactly. It's more so in defense of Alex.
It's really more like Ben Myers and Alex Newhook.
You're not wrong.
Which makes me sad because I really like those two.
Yeah, I think they're both. I think they both belong in an NHL lineup. I just think that it is too important that they score right now.
Yep.
Come on, guys.
That was goalie interference anyway. that did not hit the post.
That JT again. Or is it Erod? I think it was Erod. That JT.
That do be him.
Yeah. He's largely kept these guys together.
Absolutely.
After they tied the game, he broke up the big line. Well, he didn't have them together all the time. It was like he was sneaking Mikko out.
Yeah, getting those double shifts.
It was a good job by EJ.
Sealed off nicely.
Just rode him right out of the play. And then got no help. I mean, this is not great.
That's good.
That was really good.
Scary change here. Edmonton's changing too. All right, you're fine.
No.
Less fine.
Good job, G.
Good D. Good DG with the bailout there. All right, this is weird now.
Yeah. Now you're uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Everything feels weird. You have a line that's not going to win you the game. You're just hoping it doesn't lose it for you.
Yep.
Oh, now they get the big guns out. Oh.
Good
Good
job.
stick.
Yep. Erod there
Yep.
back nicely.
That's a perfect clear. Fuck me, man.
20 seconds is a long time. Whoa, Lord. Okay.
Got a point,
Got
man.
a point. On one hand,
Fuck yes.
a game you're down 2-0 in, you get a point, hell yeah. On the other hand, the Avs have played way too fucking well to not get 2 points out of this game. I don't think Helm gets an OT shift.
I don't either.
Lately, they usually been running like Confer and Rantanen, McKinnon and Lehkonen.
If the Avs win this, I've got to be in JT.
It could well be. And then they run like an LOC and somebody as the third set if they get that far. Oh, God. Insane poke check from McKinnon to bail that out. They went with 2D here, actually. Yeah. I guess that makes sense against McDry.
First goal in OT is pretty important. That team historically wins the game.
Pretty often, the first goal of OT wins. It's true.
Come on, JT. You've had an insane night. Oh, he had...
Yeah.
All of a sudden, he got shy. It's fine. I don't mind him making smart plays like that.
Same. It's just not a dangerous
That's
shot,
not
man.
Great. Yeah.
Oh, no. Go. Go. Miko, what are you doing?
Yeah, that puck bouncing through the abs was, oh my
It was
God.
brutal. Yeah. Don't lose your guy, Miko. I know you're tired.
Yeah, they're exhausted, man.
How did that not go in? Holy
I have no
shit.
idea.
Go end it,
Go,
Mac.
Okay.
At least don't lose the battle. Oh my God. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Kale's turn.
Oh! Kale's back! Woo! It's like midnight, chat. We got to get to our post game. We love you so much. Come, don't be sad in the post game. We'll see you in a couple minutes.